right, y'all. We are live on this Thursday afternoon. We have a very, very special stream today. We have a special guest on today, guys. And, I have to say, guys, I'm very excited to have this guy on the channel. Luke from Toros Crypto. He is somebody who I really do look up to as a trader. He is somebody who I've learned a lot from. I am a member of his crew in his Toros Crypto Discord crew, and I'm very excited to have him on the channel today. So, Luke, are you there, man?
I am here. Yes. You can hear me okay?
Yeah, let's ask the chat, can you guys hear Luke okay? And if you can, say, yeah, we could hear him okay. We'll wait for some people to come on here. Say, shout out to Jason Casper, by the way, for the $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Jason Casper.
Oh wow, what a generous man he is.
He is a very generous man and very humble too. But if we could get this stream up to 750 likes, guys, during the stream, we will give away 0.025 Bitcoin.
Whoa!
Isn't that pretty cool?
What are we at now? Just a few hundred to go.
A few hundred to go. Yeah.
Just a few hundred.
Okay, so people say Luke is very loud. That's good. I'd rather he be loud than very, very not loud. So how's it going, Luke, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you very much for having me on here. I'm doing good despite recent price action. I'm doing well. We have cheaper prices. We have potential shopping opportunity. And nice trading. It's nice to have some volatility back in the market. So all good.
That's cool, man. So for those who are unfamiliar with who you are, just introduce yourself a little bit. Talk about what you do, who you are, and yeah.
Yeah. So my name's Luke. I run a trading community called Toros Crypto. I am first and foremost, I'm a trader. So I've been trading Bitcoin for 5 years now, and started off like anyone really, just kind of getting into the market as a newbie in the space back in like just very early 2017. Didn't really know how to trade it. I'd just buy highs and sell lows like everyone does when they start off, and then really through the 2018 bear market, 2018-2019 bear market, I really decided to like properly go in and start like learning like as much as I could about trading and everything. I had a little bit of background in stocks, but crypto was a whole new world. The volatility was insane. So yeah, I spent the last few years just trading, getting myself up to a point in which I became profitable, finding kind of stuff that worked for me with my own trading style and everything. And that's kind of my journey through crypto. And then this year we have so through doing this, getting into kind of the whole YouTube side of things, I started doing YouTube videos explaining my analysis and stuff, and then that's how the Toros Crypto community was born, just through that. So, and now we're here. I guess that was a
nice, man.
Little introduction, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, like, I definitely really enjoy your content, and like I said, I'm a member of your crew, of your Discord group, and I have to say I've really learned a lot, like in the past number of months, just by being in your group, looking at you do technical analysis and stuff, watching the way you trade. And honestly, man, you are an amazing trader, and so I'm honored to have you on the channel, bro. So thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man. So what do you think about this Bitcoin price action? Well, actually, where can people find you? Before we get into this, you have a YouTube channel. Yep. You have social media.
Yes. So easiest way to find me, I mean, it's nice and easy to find. It's Toros Crypto, TOROS Crypto. We've got a website, toroscrypto.com. If you go onto YouTube, search Toros Crypto, you'll find it there. Go onto Twitter, or search Toros Crypto, you find it there. I mean, I could post some stuff in your little comment section if anyone wants to.
Yeah, post some stuff in the comment section. I'll put some stuff in after the stream. I'll link it in the description. And yeah, you guys can't go wrong following him. He's a great trader. And also, not only that, he's from the UK, so he's got a nice accent going on too. So perhaps I can talk like this the rest of the stream. What do you think? Does it sound legitimate?
We will speak in the Queen's English today. And
Is that what I sound like to you? I sound like the Queen.
I don't know. It's definitely better than my American accent.
All right, why don't you give it, perhaps we should do the stream where you tried to do an American accent, I tried to be from the UK. No? Not today.
What American accent should I do? Yeah, maybe. I got to think.
Give it a go.
I'm not even going to try with accents.
Oh, come on. Real quick before we get into the technical analysis.
I might just go into one in a minute. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing with America. You don't know. There's too much choice of accents to do there.
That's true. So, yeah, you're right.
And I can't think which one to start with. So I'll end up just sounding like a complete fucking idiot. Oh. Which I do normally anyway. So yeah.
All right. So why don't we get into the charts here and see? Shout out to Crypto Yacht in the chat, a fellow person from the UK in here. He's a trader as well.
Okay.
Why don't we break open the charts, bro, and let's get your analysis on this dump. Where you think we're going to find support? Is the bottom in? Where's some resistances? What are you looking at, bro? I have to be honest with you. I took a long this morning. My TP1 was the daily open. We just hit the daily open. It's looking pretty weak, to be honest with you.
That is, similar trade for me. I mean, I could set up a screen share if you want. And,
absolutely.
We can have a look at that. Oh, we were actually through the daily open.
Oh, are we? Cool, man.
Like, yeah, just about. But yeah, that was a big take profit for me. Right, let me just put up a chart, and I can do it this way. When we did this, so everyone watching, apologies if my audio goes a bit crackly. It sometimes does this when I'm doing a streaming and doing a screen share at the same time, but hopefully, fingers crossed, everyone can see my chart. And yeah, as long as my audio is okay and as long as people can see what I'm sharing. Oh, it just says we've just paused. Okay, pause preview to save my resources. I guess this is working. Is it working your end?
Everything looks smashing, sounds smashing.
Okay, so today, yeah, I'll do some local stuff and we'll talk about just general price action that we've had throughout the day. I can also share some crazy looking footprint stuff that we're looking at and some other things that we have on here. But I was also in a long from earlier, and we basically, I was looking at this as either or, depending on what time frame you're looking at. We either had a little bit, and I'm going to explain this in, I don't know kind of what level everyone's at, so I'm going to kind of go from the basic levels into stuff that's a bit more looking at kind of different charts and things like that to go through kind of more analysis. If anyone has any questions about anything, then yeah, let me know. But we had either or. It was a been triangle wedge type structure that was forming on the low time frames, and we were in this local downtrend. So we'd had a nice bounce last night from the low, and this was quite nice. So a lot of the altcoins had a really good bounce of like 10-15% or something from there, and that's like usually what you want to see from when a bottom is put in and when you start to see a bit of a consolidation around there. And from that point, I was looking at a range. So we started to have this market structure, this downtrend, and then we kind of broke through that here. So you can see we have high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We make a higher low here, and then we start to change market structure at this point. So then we came into a really interesting area here. I use something called the VWAP quite often, and we were seeing this like continued basically resistance from VWAP, and also from, if you pull like local Fibonacci retracements, we were getting this. Let's just put it onto here. We come into the golden pocket, which is your 618 plus a little bit extra. Okay, so we came into this area, had a little bit of resistance, but at this point, and I'll go into this in a bit more detail in a second, we had some divergences forming. I use something called Cvd Divergence quite often, but also just if you were looking on like the RSI, we were forming these bullish divergences. Oh, I've got it on here twice. We were forming these bullish divergences on, let's go 30-minute chart. And you can see here, making lower lows, but the RSI not continuing that downwards momentum. So you can see that we were building some bullish divergence here, which could lead you to believe that, okay, we're probably going to see a move up in price, at least on the short term. So that was kind of my reason for wanting to take a long position. It was around this point in which we had this pullback from our VWAP and from this golden pocket that I did go long earlier. So around about this area, we had the breakout, had the back test, and now we have come up into daily open. And that's where I've taken like big profit on this, because I do see that what I'm expecting from this is for a range to be put in and for just a bit of consolidation around these areas for a while. Really, I'm not expecting any major volatility over, well, I wasn't expecting any major volatility today because that did all happen yesterday. So that's really like the main trade that I've done today. And you can look from this as well, and you can see where after it got its initial bounce, so with this being the low, it has that little change in market structure, that mini uptrend that it puts in. You have a retrace right back down into this golden pocket and almost kind of back testing the area that was holding briefly as support before coming up into your daily open, which is always a really important level. So that's the trading that I've done on Bitcoin today. The other thing I wanted to show just on here is this is the other type of divergence that I was talking about. So this is a software called Exocharts. I'm not sure kind of who in here is like aware of of this software. Like I know a lot of stuff is on TradingView and we'll keep it as that, but what you tend to get on this is you can see here we were actually making these higher lows compared to the wick, but CVD, which is your the accumulation of all of your buyers and your sellers at market, so the people who are moving the price by marketing in, marketing out, there was a lot more selling going on than the previous low, which meant that there were short positions that could get squeezed. So it does give confluence for when you can expect a reversal from this. So we did have that earlier. That was kind of my reason for taking a long position and wanting to build along. And you can see where we're at now, just coming into that daily open area, taking liquidity above there, and now we're getting a pullback. It'll be interesting to see if there is support around this weekly level. So if maybe right now it could potentially get a bit of a bounce. If not, we have a VWAP down here, and that would be another area that I'd be looking to possibly take
hold
a little
some support
position from. Yeah, just hold a support, because we have been held down from here earlier, and now we're having that retrace maybe back in towards this area. And maybe a little bit of confluence with that as well. There you go. It's another golden pocket. So
yeah, interesting, man. Yeah, I had a very similar trade this morning. Pretty much the same kind of confluences as you, just a few different tools. But yeah, I know a lot of people also in my Discord took along from there as well. And yeah, it looks like we're kind of getting a pullback right now. It's kind of hard to see your chart, but let me see if I can. Oh wow, yeah, we're getting a pretty big pullback right now, and we do have some bearish divergences even on the 12-minute time frame. We have some bearish divergences here, so I don't know if we're going to be able to hold above that daily open. But we have a new daily candle coming up pretty soon in about 3-4 hours. So yeah, we'll have to see kind of what happens there. But so overall, man, you know, that's pretty good. A good position you got in on the day. But what are your thoughts on a more macro scale?
all right.
You know, do you think this is the bottom, bro, or do you think are we gonna head into a bear market? You know, a big scary bear market, bro, where everyone loses all their money and like have to go back and live with our parents?
Okay, I'm gonna approach this from, if you're still here and you're still trading, you've endured 50 days of bear market already.
Yeah.
So
I made a video about
it. That much worse. Like the thing is, everyone gets so scared, like they get panicked, scared out of the market here, Um, the time to exit and get scared of the market is up there. So if you're still in, and you're still in Bitcoin, you hold spot positions, why would you sell it? Where yes, price could come down further, but I mean, at this stage, yeah, we could. And the thing is with me with trading, we can always. You never know for sure what the market's going to do, and you've just got to trade what the chart gives you, and make sure first of all, like, preserve your capital, get your risk management kind of sorted, and if you're okay with that, then I mean you shouldn't really be hurt too much by this as a move down.
Right.
However, uh, what? Okay, my thoughts overall are. So I'm going to go back to this range here. Okay, so we have this old range that we put in the summer. So I'm going to do the bull scenario first of all, because I think that's what people would like to hear. And what I'm seeing from this is very, very similar to what we did have back in kind of June, July period earlier on in the year. We've come back down into a previous region of accumulation. So what did price do last time? It had this kind of reaccumulation after a big move up. You had a move up, go into a distribution phase, you start to see all these divergences form at the highs, you change market structure, you come back into quite an obvious level, and it falls apart. What we've had on this occasion, not been quite so straightforward, because it hasn't actually bounced at all. Price just hasn't bounced yet. So it's just been lows, like the whole way down. We've not really had a proper bounce apart from that 52k, which was a very nice short. But what I'm seeing now on price is, like, if you do go back to looking at this, which is potentially where we're at now, okay, a similar kind of thing with a big move down that followed a swing failure pattern of the highs. And then there's an opportunity here that we could get a bounce, start to consolidate within a region around here, which is just very much looking at back towards this period of consolidation accumulation and this one. And if we hold here for long enough, I would start to, yeah, absolutely turn bullish again, and I'd want to start, yeah, like kind of quite heavily accumulating again in this region. I think the pain is certainly not over yet. We're not just going to V-shape recovery and go to all-time highs at this stage anymore. I think the opportunity for that was if we had consolidated around that 46k region and moved up, then that would have been a lot more bullish. But at this point, it's going to be hard to get back above. You got your yearly open, which is going to be major resistance here on the chart. So I'm expecting, yeah, just a range to be put in. Probably altcoins bleeding for a little bit of time, but just still very tradable, but just in both directions. Overall, like, I'd say I did see your little vote that you had, whether we'll see 39k or 53k first. So maybe I should just answer that one. And if I were to have to choose one, I'd. Oh man, that's like either side of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bull. I'm gonna go 53.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Just based off of the. Everyone last time was expecting it to take out the lows from January. It didn't. I think we're in a similar situation now, where actually people are probably more bearish now than they were back in June, July. I think the market feels a lot more bearish right now than it did then. So I do feel that there's a potential for a squeeze here.
That would be nice, bro.
But it's kind of 50-50, but I would edge on the side of 53 rather than 39.
So is this financial advice to go long 100x?
It is absolutely the no least financial advice that you could ever give, non-financial financial advice, but non-financial advice, go long and short 100x and you might win one of them somehow.
Yeah, man.
No,
Well,
I don't know. Yeah.
I have to shout out Michael. Michael Johnston for the super chat. He says, love your channel, Jay, making Bitcoin juicy again, one video at a time. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate having you here. A lot of people commenting, Luke, on your spiffy look. You got a nice trimmed beard, nice looking haircut. So congratulations, bro, on the nice looks.
I had my haircut today. Like, if anyone was watching yesterday's stream, I was a scruffy little.
Yeah.
I
noticed.
My hair was overgrown, and I mean it's been Christmas and New Year, but yeah, I don't have the Pikachu hat, unfortunately, but I did tidy myself up for today's stream. So
it's funny because when I was editing the thumbnail, I was as I was clipping around your face, I noticed your beard was all coming out crazy places and stuff. But
I know I saw the thumbnail. You couldn't have chosen like a less.
I'm sorry, bro.
Here, I look like a right grumpy bastard.
I'll have to redo it. I tried to. I'm sorry. Yeah, we need something like that. We need something like that, bro. Yeah, you don't usually you don't make faces like that during your streams. You're all business, man. You're all business. Well,
apart from these kind of ones, and maybe the Friday night streams, that's when things get a little bit more fun. So yeah, crazy. If anyone wants to join in on the Friday night stream tomorrow, we will be doing that. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, man.
And you're welcome to join as well if you'd like to.
Yeah. Well, Friday nights don't usually work for me. Otherwise, I would.
Family time.
Yeah, family time. So shout out to Zugaz for the super chat. Says Luke's so fine, bruh. You bring up a really good point, bro. That I want to talk about of like if we're in a bear market, we're traders, right? So who really cares whether we're in a bull or a bear market? When you go back and you look at 2021, so many people were trading this with the mindset that we're in a bull market, But go back and look at the year. It literally traded in a range from a very clearly defined low at about 30K to a high at about 65K. We traded sideways for a whole year. Mm-hmm. And, I always try to encourage people when you're trading to always try and identify sideways markets, because most of the time, any asset you trade is going to trade in a sideways range before we have a move to the upside or a move to the downside. And so it really is irrelevant if you're a trader. Now, if you're a traitor and you're out there betraying people, well, perhaps you might have an issue if we entered into a bear market. But as far as trading goes, I don't think there would be an issue. Now, no. I want to ask you about if we do get another move to the downside, which is possible. You said it was 50-50. What are some of those areas of support that you're looking at where you would expect we would find support? Do you think we're going to see Bitcoin potentially going back into the 20s? Because, as I'm doing my analysis, I can't help but notice the golden pocket from the Rona dump to the all-time high is coming in right around 26 to 29K. And that would be a very juicy golden pocket to come back and retest. I know right now we're sitting right on the 0.65 from July to the all-time high.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. So, okay, let me just draw this on the chart.
Which is also very juicy.
Yeah, so where we are now is pretty juicy. It's a pretty good area. I mean, if you're wanting to, if you were smart enough to sell and to take profits when we were up at 60K, 65K, yes, I know there was a lot of hype. We were making new all-time highs. It's time to buy. But if price is going up, you should be taking profits on that regardless. Here's an absolutely it's a good opportunity to buy back in here, just from where we are, from that kind of standpoint. If we are to go lower, there are the main support for me, I think, and I just have to double check this. So I'm going to go back on the chart. I'm going to pull fixed range tool. And we have not an awful lot of support between here and here around 32K. There's not a lot. Okay, it was very fast. Price came up. It was very fast that price came down. So if you're looking at price moving down through this area, price moving up through this area, if we were to fall down here, then yeah, there's not a lot of support. What I would be looking for is you've got to just look at market structure and look at where your wicks are. So this one that we put in on the 4th of December, the big crash. Mm-hmm. That I wouldn't see as being too reliable, because it's so different on all different, many different exchanges. Like Coinbase's is up here, basically
Yeah.
exactly where we came down to.
And
If you
Binance,
go on our
bro.
website.
Binance, actually, we put in a lower low on Binance.
Mhm.
So,
Exactly. So with this wick, I'm not so much looking for, but I think if you were to come down and take out these lows back here from September, I would imagine that would be enough to get a bounce. I don't think it would be a particularly strong bounce. If we were to come down, you may be looking up towards possibly a yearly open again around like that 46k area. But ultimately, I do think if we do change market structure, which from the higher time frames, 39,500 basically is your low that you just do not want to be losing right now. If you are kind of a Bitcoin bull and you're looking still for 100k and that kind of thing, which it's absolutely possible. You make a higher low here, 100k still on the cards. But if you do kind of lose this, just from a simple market structure perspective, you would have to say that at that point 32k becomes quite likely, and then below there I'm looking 27 down towards like 23. You've got a nice, again, just zoom in for what we have down here, you've got a nice little area of consolidation around 23k, some volume there that could support price, and then you've got these 27k, which 27 was the target for all the people who were bearish when we were back in that
right.
accumulation consolidation range back in June, July. So
I was looking for 27 as well. I
Yeah.
I did not long that bottom there. I missed out on that.
I was long and strong from that bottom.
Nice, man. No, I totally missed it. I got in later on.
Yeah.
But
I think that's the thing, and we're in a similar situation now where 39k is the 27k of last summer. So
interesting perspective, bro.
It could happen. It could happen, but
it's a good perspective.
And
you give me some hopium, bro.
Well, look, I'm very much
a moon boy over here. Toros Crypto's a moon boy. Wow, bro.
No, I find it much more enjoyable when price is going up. It's more enjoyable for everyone.
Yeah.
And what has always worked for me is when there's fear, just a lot of the time it's when you get to these real extremes in price, generally the market is wrong. And I do think we're approaching that point in which we are getting to that phase where there's like really extreme fear from a lot of people. The same as when there was extreme like bullishness hype, FOMO, back when we were at 65k, and back in February. That's the last time I can really remember things going like crazy bullish was back in February, and it feels like we're approaching those extremes. So when we were within this range, it was like, okay, yeah, maybe we've got a chance of going to all-time highs. I actually was feeling kind of bullish briefly yesterday, thinking that like it, just the fact that we were seeing a lot of absorption, and there was definitely a fight going on within the charts yesterday.
Bro, I got I got wrecked yesterday, man, because I longed basically when we lost 45k. I longed 45k basically. I thought the chickens were gonna drink, bro, which is the way us American people call a swing failure pattern. We call it chickens drinking. Yep. And I thought the chickens were drinking. Turns out the chickens got out the dang chicken coop, started drinking things they shouldn't have been drinking.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. I think.
And wait, real quick, I just got to say this because I got a lot of haters out there who say I never show my dang losses. Well, hang on. I did take a loss yesterday. I can't show it right now because we're sharing screens, but I posted in my dang Discord, y'all. I post my losses too, all right? Just so everyone knows, man. But, yeah, it was a bad trade on my end. But, hey, that's why we use good risk management, and, that's why we take profit when we're in profit. And don't risk too much capital,
That's it. I did a similar thing when we were back here. It wasn't so much on Bitcoin. It was there were a couple of altcoins that were looking really good. ICP cough that maybe yeah, I was looking pretty bullish on when Bitcoin was around this range, and then of course Bitcoin just shits itself, and now everything's fucked. So yeah, there were a couple of losses on alts back in the previous range. With this one, like it's like it was so overcrowded. I think this SFP, like you had a really nice one,
Oh
uh,
yeah, beautiful.
chickens
I'm still short
drinking
from
the
there.
highs, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
but
still short from there. Are you still short from? I'm still in a short right from that tip right up there.
I'm not short, like I'm not holding a short position from there anymore. But I did sell. Yeah, it's that's the thing. Like a lot of the time, like trades that I'm taking on leverage or like positions, I'm generally in and out the same day a lot of the time, unless something just goes really crazy and stuff. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I was short. I was short here for a moment. I closed it. I closed out most of it during this range. But
That
hey,
was a beautiful
it's
range, man. This range was a beautiful one. I mean, it gave me like I think like 8 or 9 really good trades, one horrible loss. But
mhm.
I took some really good trades in this range, man. And I guess technically
Yeah.
today I took a good trade here, but it was a long, brutal one, bro. I have to be honest. I longed this morning and it was just crawling along bearish divergences. I stayed in it because, good risk management, stop loss in a good place. But
Mhm.
finally hit TP1, bro. It's a weight off my shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Another interesting thing I wanted to um show you today, I think is my chart still on the screen? Um
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, this range has been great. It's been really nice. I think after we had after we had that massive dump on the 4th of December, the price action was some of the best I've seen from Bitcoin that I can remember for like ages. And that was we had about 2 weeks of just everything being pretty much as perfect as you could expect from there being a range. Actually,
Yeah.
up until like everything was going right. And I did do a video on this. Like we had the week after this dump, and we were taking like yeah 2 3 trades a day on this at least, and it was like everything was just playing so well because all the market, like all of the market was no longer crowded, so it just becomes so technical and so nice to trade. And I think we're in another situation like that here, where there's the possibility that the a lot of the dumb money is been wiped out, and it just becomes yeah much nicer to trade again. Um, but
What
it
you
was a
got pulled
really
up
nice
there? Is
range.
that fib time that you have pulled up?
This is fib time, and this is really interesting. So I more just like it's interesting. Let's see what happens. But you can see here, this is a fib time of the range. So basically, from when we put in our first high to our first major low, like you came
Yeah.
down, and this was the point in which you changed market structure.
So
So you
how do you use this tool for people who are unfamiliar? How do you use fib time? You just look for a significant high, a significant low, and then you pull it from the high to the low.
yeah, there's different ways to look at it. Like I often like to use fib time on things like harmonics. Um, but in this case, it's more just looking at the range. And we did this pull early on and noticed that this pump, I think this was the first time we saw it. It was like these two lows that got put in were right on this 1.618 and no 0.618 and the one. And then we came up here, put in two highs at the 1.618 and the two. And now we come back down and we're at this 3 level, and it's just
Mm.
like it just seems perfect. And also the 618 here. Again,
Yeah.
sorry, my screen is very small and I'm not sure if the quality is that great. Um, but you've come into it, the negative 618 extension, which had some support here. So this is from this range that we were putting in. Okay, you come down here, you've hit your negative 618 extension at a major fib time level, and it's just kind of interesting. It's not like something you could necessarily 100% take a trade from, rather than yeah, kind of when you have set levels there, they become very tradable. But for
Hmm.
me, that was really interesting, and I do like where prices come into. That was another thing for me that was like, well, fib time's here. I'm gonna just go long, and yeah, see, with that, you kind of can you get a bias of like at least kind of volatility around those levels.
Right. Very interesting, bro. I'm trying to get myself more into some fib time these days. Shout out to SmokinJoe.x. He's been calling 42K for literally months. He's been calling it since 2012, and he was spot on. So shout out to SmokinJoe.x. And shout out to my man Boyan also in the Jason Casper VIP Discord, man. He shorted the exact top. It was a I think it was a 1.618 fib extension at 69 point whatever. He gave the call in advance and shorted it right to the dollar. Crazy trade, man. And you know what? I was kind of upset about that too, because I longed it 100x leverage. See that little pump we had right before the drop?
Yeah.
I took a long there, very high leverage, and I made a video of me doing it for the sensationalism, bro, for the views, right? To show how I plan out my trades and like how how you can make a lot of money trading. And yeah, it was a gamble kind of trade, but still principles of how I planned the trades were the same. And then I felt like such a boss, and I remember I had to go take my truck to the garage, and as I'm about to head out the door, I'm looking at market Cipher B, and it's extremely bearish, because it had a sign that you only see at the top, which was the 3-hour time frame. Money flow and momentum was coming down as we put in a higher high, and I totally just ignored it, man. And then I didn't get into a short until after the first drop, and then I got into a short.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, in that area.
Yeah, I think I can't remember what it was. Yeah, this was. I remember we were streaming this, and we were looking at this price when it was back here, and again I didn't get. Yeah, I didn't catch that short from. Oh man, back at those highs, but yeah, with hindsight, that's the thing with trading. With hindsight, it all becomes very obvious. This happened over a weekend anyway. That's what it was.
Did it really?
I think it did.
Interesting. I totally forget what day of the week it is, because I'm a bum. I don't have a job, so there's no need to know what day it is.
Yeah. We'll look back. I have my memory's really good on and it definitely wasn't at a weekend. It was middle of the week, but hey. I wasn't around to trade it anyway. That's
Yeah, shout out to Boyan, by the way. He says that trade was the best trade of his trading career.
Yeah, well, yeah, it would be if where we are now, for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty juicy. Guys, let's FOMO into the like button, guys. The Bitcoin might not be hitting 100K, but the Jason Casper like button should be hitting 750, because if it does, we're going to be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin, which is over $1,000. So not a lot of YouTubers out there trying to give away $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Smash up the likes.
Yeah.
And everyone subscribe to Toros Crypto, so then maybe we can have this many likes one day as well.
Yeah, subscribe to Toros Crypto, guys. I'm dropping his YouTube in the channel. Here it is right here in the chat. Check it out. youtube.com/c/Toros Crypto. And yeah, man, so it's interesting. Our trading styles, we have a lot in common. We have some differences, but overall, we seem to view things in a very similar way. If we do come up from here, where do you see major resistance above us? We all want to see that 100K Bitcoin. We all want to see 500K. I'm even looking toward a $5 million Bitcoin by the end of November 2021. But where
November 2021?
Yes.
So we're going to go back in time.
I got the time machine ready, bro.
$5 million Bitcoin back in time.
I'm working on the time machine.
Yeah. I'm up for that. We were actually talking about that last night. We had a little after the dump, and when everyone was a bit crazy, I jumped into voice chat with people in the crew, and I can remember there's someone there. Yeah, we were talking about how the next major change in the world will be people trying to buy back time. That's the one thing that no matter how rich you are, you can never get time back. So
that's very true.
Anyway,
our most precious asset, bro, is time. We'll never get it back. and it goes by so quick, so
Yeah.
quick. I'm already 63. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
63. Looking good for a 63-year-old, man.
Yeah, it's cause of the diet, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting on for oh, well, I think after this year I'm probably getting on for like 170 or something.
Trading will do that to you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it's true, man. Honestly, I'm not even kidding though. I feel like I've aged 3 years in the last year, bro. Just trading. It's not that it's stressful. It's very demanding. So
Yeah.
you lose sleep over it. You lose food over it. You lose workouts over it. And you know, people are asking where they can join your Discord, bro.
Yeah, if you do I have a link? Go to toroscrypto.com. It's probably the easiest way. I don't have a link to hand here because I'm doing a screen share. I'll have to find it. But toroscrypto.com, there is a. This is the website anyway. Toroscrypto.com. If you click connect here, scroll down. There is the free Discord community, and you can click connect there, and it will take you to our Discord, and then you can see all my YouTube videos and things. But yeah, that's probably the easiest way.
Yeah, so major resistance. I mean, for me, I definitely see the year point of control. We have confluence with the golden pocket around 57K.
Yeah.
Where are you looking?
Yeah, we have. So I'm gonna go back on. Let's go previous year. Put a fixed range here. Yeah, you do have. So 57K is a big one. The same as what we were looking at here, and this is what like the 53K was previously. So if we are going to look back over here, I wasn't so much that, but you did have the golden pocket, didn't we? So we're looking at similar kind of things. Okay, this is where that initial reaccumulation kind of area happened. Golden pockets all over the place. All these orange lines. Let's remove some of them.
You can never have too many golden pockets, bro.
Oh, they are very nice to trade. Very nice. But yeah, that's the obvious level. If you are going to come here, it is going to be that range. If at some point we do break out of here, you're looking at this 57 to 60K region is going to be major. But the thing is,
and if you're
talking high time frames here. So
yeah,
for me, if price was going to make a higher low here and was going to actually reaccumulate, consolidate, and move higher, I wouldn't be looking for swing short positions anywhere within this area. So I'd always look to scalp it. But the thing is, a lot of people, like, if this area holds and price starts to trend upwards, this isn't going to hold it back for me. It's either going to be you reach these extremes in price, and if price is down here for such a long period of time, it's quite unlikely that you would spend so much time within a range like this and just go boop and then go down again. There's a possibility of that, but you would have to be looking at it as just what we have from kind of recent history and say, okay, what Bitcoin likes to do is just continue trends for as long as it can until until it reaches that next extreme. And we have seen that time after time, with the extremes being the ones that really work for it. So yeah, you got. I'm going to find. It's hard because I don't do too much speculative predictions with trading. Anyway, I'm like so fixated on the current range that we're in and looking at that. Like, to come out of this range, I think what we'd have to do for me to even consider higher prices is get back above the yearly level, get back above our point of control, which is at 47K. So that at the moment is major resistance. So if we're below there, you can't be bullish.
47K, bro.
Yeah, if we get back above 47K, maybe that's the time to start looking at where the resistance is higher. And you do have pockets. You've got 57 is a pretty big one. You've got a weekly level all the way up here, and you just have to take your high time frame levels again. And Yeah, I'll be looking at those kind of things. 60K, 57,
Yeah,
around there, I guess.
57 is also a golden pocket if you pull the fib from the second swing high that we got in there after the all-time high. That there's a golden
This one.
pocket right at that point of control as well. Yeah, if you pull in from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
So,
juicy, man. It's a value area high of the downtrend. It's the point of control of the year, and
mhm.
it's a golden pocket, man. So it would be juicy, but I guess, yeah, like you said, right now 47K is a very important level because it's a point of control, and it's also a golden pocket too, right there at 47K. They
Yeah.
call me, they call me Fib Master J because I'm pulling the fib. I'm always pulling out the fib. I'm pulling the fib out everywhere. I could be in the grocery
Oh, you
store.
got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm knocking on
They're
watermelons
so
to see if they're
reliable.
ripe, and
Yeah, like it's so reliable. The 618, give or take a few whatever percent. Like if you want to do it the 618 to the 65 or the 66 or the 666,
the
yeah, it's so
666
reliable. That's
sounds a
my
little bit
one.
satanic, bro.
Oh, it's evil.
Try the
It's evil, especially for
777.
short positions. I've
Only
got
for
it. Look,
short, only for
I put
short
it. Look,
positions.
there we go. It's got the 666 on there.
Interesting,
It's the
bro.
evil short, and you got the daily level up there right now. It's 48,600 would be a good one if and when we do reclaim that. That's a long way off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah. I mean, Bitcoin. I'm always just looking for the next move on Bitcoin. Like I guess the alts are a bit more swing tradey type stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Are there any altcoins you're currently looking at right now? Trading.
yes, yes. I've bought a few. I have been shopping during this dump.
Nice.
Um, let's have a look.
I've been trading Soul, man. Soul has been
Soul
juicy.
Soul's been trading really nicely. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's not been too good from a swing perspective because yeah, but it's been nice to trade recently for sure.
Yeah. I shorted it
Just taking out
right
these low.
from right from the point of control. I shorted it,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm long.
Yeah, yeah. You take out the lows, it's a good opportunity
Yeah.
there.
The
But one I'm
chickens,
looking
man,
at,
they got thirsty down there.
yeah, I went long Luna earlier.
Nice.
So Luna's a nice one. You're looking at this. This is just simple stuff. What we have on Luna, you've got a daily level. So you're coming in to backtest previous resistance. So you have resistance, breakthrough, backtesting it for the first time. And this is really important. Like a lot of the market right now is kind of testing support for like the millionth time or whatever. But Luna, strong. Okay, Luna looks really good. What you have after that, and like this has been perfect. We have your low to your high here, which if you pull fibs, you come into your 1.618 extension or expansion from
Hmm.
this region. So you have a daily level support, you have your 1.618 expansion, and you have your 1-to-1, which is basically you're looking at a trend. So you're looking at A, B, C, D down into this area. And then what that gives you, like I just explained, is a very simple A, B, C, D correction. Haven't drawn that very well. That in when you see this, it's just it's a very good area to buy. You see these corrections, and Luna being one of the ones that's just been incredibly strong like the whole year. Like it's just been ripping, and
Yeah. Crazy, man.
it looks really good. And we're up, 10% bounce from that area. So Luna's been really nice. We have come back into resistance. Okay, so you can see basically back into where these lows are. You've got a little order block down here, so you've got to be aware that like you come into resistance again after having a really nice bounce. What else? I need to check. I can't even remember what I've been trading today. What else have I bought? There's a few things, but yeah, Luna was one of them. I'll have to go back through my list. Or check out Discord or something. But yeah, I think I'll Bit token. Oh, that's BTT. Yeah, Bit token had a nice retest of the weekly level down here. That was good. Coming back into an area that I'm always looking to buy on that. Yeah, there's been a few altcoins that have been really nice.
That's cool.
That have
man.
had much stronger bounces than Bitcoin.
That's cool.
How about you?
I mean, besides Sol, I've pretty much only been trading Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've been doing a lot of analysis on some altcoins, looking at some levels I'd like to buy. But you know, I know this is gonna sound crazy, bro, but I really don't have a lot of time to trade a lot of alts on a day trading basis. I swing trade a lot of alts.
Yeah.
And so I'm long on Cardano from support, this giant golden pocket that we're on. I think Cardano is at some really good support, not only just the USDT pair, but also the Bitcoin pair is at a golden pocket, and the USDT pair is also at a golden pocket, and anyone with eyes can see we're at support. You know, you don't even have to pull a fib to see that. So
yeah,
right
yeah,
there, what
Cardano
was that a monthly level right there?
Yeah, so you're coming all the way back into reset. This is just on the ByBit chart, but if you do go onto something that's a bit more history, it's the same thing here. So we do have major support here. Just this, like, you see all these wicks coming down from a high time frame perspective. It's quite clear that this like $1.20 area is pretty fair value for this at the moment. The same with the BTC pair. I mean, Cardano's like, it's been in development for 4 years. It had a really good run back in 2017. It's been developing what they're doing now on that for the last 4 years, and all it's done during this whole bull run is just come back to its BTC pair all-time highs. And I just kind of think, like, if you're going to put that much development into a project and you only get back to where you were in 2017, it's kind of shit. So I think Cardano has the potential still to do quite a lot more. Actually, it's having a really nice move up. So this has been a good little trade as well.
That's really good for Cardano. Yeah, we came down to retest that support, and then we got a pretty big move. And you know, Cardano, man, did me dirty. She did me dirty, man. I was longing her way back in the day. You know, I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she said yeah, but things got pretty bad when she just kept dumping, right?
Yeah.
And
so that's probably my fault. I probably stole her from you with a short position.
Oh dang, bro! She's into those bad boys that use the .666.
It was oh no, was it Cardano or no? It was. I do remember this when we came up. Yeah, $3 was. I'd been saying this for, because Cardano was my biggest spot holding through like the whole 2017, 2018, 2019 bear market, and I always had a plan to sell all of it at $3.
Oh,
so literally just $3. I bought, like, my average in was 30 cents. I was like, make it 10x, I'll just sell it. And I did do a lot of that, but that wasn't the one I was thinking of. It was BNB that had like a really amazing short off of it. I've reset all my charts recently because we're not like we're not bullish anymore. But yeah, it's Cardano was a nice one.
Yeah, I'm also a big hodler of ADA. I've been hodling it since she was very cheap, man, back in 2017 as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So I really appreciate you being on the channel, Luke. Thank you so much for coming on, sharing your take on the markets and your analysis and stuff.
No worries.
So if anyone wants to find Luke on the internet, you can check out his YouTube channel. I'm gonna post it right here in the chat, And how else can people find you, Luke? How can they get into your Discord and all that kind of stuff? You do have a free Discord as well as a premium Discord, correct?
Yes, yeah. So we have basically um, the way that we do things with Toros is we have a free Discord. So if you do go onto toroscrypto.com, we do have a free Discord that you can join up. Just you click connect on the website, you scroll down and click connect, and that will take you straight to the Discord. So you go into there and you can see the Discord. What we also have is the Toros crew. Within that, we do live trading sessions basically every day. I mean, we've got one tonight, so we do have the Asia Open tonight, so we will be trading the Daily Open live on a Zoom call. This is we kind of do these live sessions. We have a ton of educational content, and we do a bunch of other stuff. It's just a really nice friendly community if you would like to go and check that out. But yeah, that's how you find it. So toroscrypto.com. And then again, if there's links from that to YouTube and
Nice,
and
man.
all of that kind of stuff as well. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, is there anything else you want to discuss? All right, so I didn't do the whole stream with a UK accent, so maybe now you could finally try to do your American accent for me.
You put me on the spot. I was thinking to do it
Oh, come on,
earlier.
man. You've got to do it. Come on. No, I'm messing up with my UK accent now.
I know it's impossible if I do it on the spot. I might just if we do it again, I might just go randomly into.
Try it, man. Just pretend you're, I don't know, a pizzeria owner in New Jersey, or something.
I can't do it. I'm overthinking it now. Put me on the spot. I'm overthinking it. I won't be able to.
Dang,
I know what I'm like. Like if I just go into an accent, it's cool and sometimes it works. But if I overthink it, it will just make me sound like a fucking idiot.
I know what you mean. I have to kind of get into the mindset. I have to get into that mindset. Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, or you just gotta go for it.
Yeah, bro. Well, appreciate you coming on. And any last words that you want to say to all the beautiful people out here in the chat?
Last words. Don't be afraid by current price action. It's the best chance to trade, and it is the biggest opportunity when you get big moves like this. So trade it sensibly, trade it well, and have fun trading it. Because that's the thing. Like trading's fun. So
it's fun if you use good risk management and stick to your strategy, right?
That's the one.
Yeah, it's not fun to gamble. It's fun in the moment, but then I was telling I did an interview with Sloth Poop the other day, and we were talking about how trading will show you how much of a scumbag you are as a person, because the same force within you that drives FOMO and emotional trading drives every other bad decision you make in your life, like bad diet, bad sleep, drinking too much, smoking, bad relationships. It's that dopamine addiction.
Yeah, you got to be disciplined. If you can't be disciplined in trading, where you've literally putting your money on the line like every day, you're not going to be disciplined in other aspects of life.
That's true.
I think it's a really good train. It's really good for training you as well, like training your mind and yourself. Like I have poor discipline in my life with a lot of things, and but trading does help you. Yeah, you have that risk management like within trading as you would do in any aspect of life. It's an interesting point.
Yeah, it's definitely helped me. It's carried over into other aspects of my life. I mean, I tend to be a regimented, disciplined kind of guy in a lot of ways, even though I'm, Pikachu hat and all that kind of stuff. But,
Yeah, all I've got here is the Santa hat still from
oh, wow.
Christmas tree.
Oh, there you go, man. There you go.
I've still got it here from the Christmas tree. I mean, it's not Christmas anymore, but...
Not yet. Yeah. Soon, though. Soon. It'll be here soon.
It will be.
Yeah. All right, bro.
I've just...
No,
it's all good, yeah.
Say it, man. I have to hear it.
I just saw a comment saying Liberty Pool wants to know your liquidation price, and I mean, I'd really like to go long, so I'm going to say my liquidation price is 100K. Send it, because clearly there's someone who wants to counter trade me. Counter
what
trade
is
us.
Liberty Pool? What is
I
Liberty
have
Pool? Do
no
you know what
idea.
that is?
I don't know. I just saw a comment, and they want to know Liberty Pool wants to know your liquidation price. So if you want to try and liquidate me, I'm going to say 100K.
Me too.
Send
Me
it to
too.
100K.
Yeah, 100K
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, first two fire says it's an interesting concept. Whatever character defects you have will show up in your trading. Yeah, it's very true. It's very very true. At least it's true for me. So
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool, man. Well, appreciate having you on. We'll have to do this again sometime.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm always up for it, and yeah, we'll
Yeah.
arrange another time.
And everybody, I am going to be on Around the Blockchain in about an hour. So if anybody wants to come watch me on Around the Blockchain, pretend like I know anything about the blockchain, you can do that over at BitBoy Crypto's channel. And I better check my email to find out what we're going to talk about, because they tell us like a few minutes before. And I don't really know anything about blockchain. I'm a trader, right? I don't know about the technology, about all this crap.
We should both go on there together one time and just school them.
Well, actually, I get schooled on there, man, because I don't know a thing about.
Because yeah, I guess it's talking about different stuff.
I don't know a thing about, yeah, like, you know, I need to. I really, like, I'm trying to get into NFTs and, like, really do some research and stuff. The problem is, you know how much time it takes to be a trader and to do analysis. But, man, people are out there with NFTs and stuff making, here we are trying to eke out a 2% move on Bitcoin. Meanwhile, somebody bought a holographic pineapple that doesn't exist, and they're making, like, thousands of dollars doing nothing, and it's, like, crazy, man.
NFTs are good fun, yeah. I've been getting into them a bit. I've definitely that is on the radar, because I think we're going to get to that point soon where NFTs, you can trade them like a normal asset, and they're so much more scarce. And
That
I'm
would
certainly
be great.
developing strategies for it. Not so much profitable yet, but yeah, NFT space is cool, man. It's good fun.
Yeah, I need to get into that more. Too bad I'm a farmer and a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, so DT in here wants to know, what do you think about Market Cipher, bro? Now, Market Cipher is my primary trading indicator. A lot of people in here hate on Market Cipher. I don't know why. You know, for me, when it comes to trading, I don't really look at order flow when I'm entering trades. It's just too much information for me. What I like to do, you know, when I'm trading is I like to look at these right here, uneven butt cheeks, guys. Uneven butt cheeks on Market Cipher B will get you into the juiciest trades. I've taken, you know, like I said, in this range right here that we've been trading in since December 3rd, just using uneven butt cheeks on Market Cipher and some simple levels of support and resistance, pretty much every single trade was hit very, very accurately, including the last short that we just got from about, you know, what was it, 46.9. I mean, Market Cipher B gave us just the clearest signal. So what do you think about that, man? Is that something
I've
that
never
you
looked
use?
at it. I've never looked at market. Like I've looked at it, but because I've never bought Market Cipher, and to be able to use it, you have to buy it, don't you? So I've looked at that like knockoff version. I can't even remember what it's called. I've looked at it previously, and I've kind of seen it being used, but it's never been a part of my trading.
It will call the top. It calls the top. It's really good at calling the top, bro. I mean, for a chickens, when the chickens are about to drink, Market Cipher will tell you if the chickens are thirsty or if they're not thirsty for shorting. For longing, it can be a little bit more difficult, but for shorting, it's super, super accurate. And even like calling the macro tops, the 4-hour time frame, I used it to short Sol when Sol was pumping like crazy up to $113. We shorted in my Discord from the exact dollar just because of Market Cipher.
Yeah, I think it's just an oscillator, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's like if you it's another oscillator. So I think what it will do is, like Bitcoin, for example, you see the all-time high, you whack an RSI and a MACD, probably very similar. Like I know how to use the RSI and the MACD, and you have CVD and things as well. In terms of like it being an oscillator, like I can't say what it does or anything like that. So yeah, I've never used it. I look at I'm a trader that likes to look at levels, horizontal levels. I like to look at order flow. I like to
Yeah.
look at delta. I like to look at what the market's doing. And I can't, unless I can, I would never put my trust into an indicator. And I think that's the thing for me. I want to be able to trade my own way,
Hmm.
and to do the analysis myself by looking at order flow and stuff. And maybe there are things out there that you can kind of work around that and not have to know so much. But I mean, I've got a trading style that works really well for me, and it's using stuff like this. It's looking at what the market's doing. It's looking at where the trades are coming from, who's trading it, and just knowing, because then you're taking the guesswork out of it. Like an oscillator that's telling you something. Ugh, I don't know. So at least I like to be able to see. I think that's just the kind of the analytical mindset that I have, is that I don't want to take a trade. I don't want to put my money on the line unless I can see the evidence of that. And I don't. With oscillators, I think they're good for confluence, but seeing the evidence of it, not so sure. But
Yeah,
hey,
for sure.
that's the thing. I've never used it, so I can't say I've got an opinion on it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for sharing your opinion. Maybe someday you'll have to give it a try. And yeah, man, I used to be pure Mac. I used to use the McDonald's in the RSI as well until I got Mark Cipher. It kind of changed the game for me. But cool, man. Well, on that
Yeah.
note, I already asked you this, but any other things you got to say? And then we'll end the stream. We've been doing this for over an hour. It's been awesome, bro, to have
Yeah,
you
man,
on.
it's been cool.
You know, I'm
Last words is that the weekly level's holding the support right now, so we'll see if this can continue. If it continues, we're looking up towards the monthly level, and it's maybe an SFP of these highs. That's my next trade. If this holds, we're gonna go up to 43,800. Daily open becomes possibly, actually at that point it won't matter if it's
yeah,
support.
it won't matter.
But that's my last thoughts, is just where price is going next, because that's always the thing. We do seem to be absorbing price here. We probably do have some bullish divergence going on. I can just kind of tell that from seeing these wicks. So yeah, we definitely do have bullish divergence here.
Nice, man. Let's pump it up, baby. Let's pump it up. Let's get some green dots on Market Cipher B. Let's get some uneven butt cheeks going on.
Yeah, there's a potential here. I mean, I'm saying this with kind of, it's very neutral. Anyway, yeah.
Cool, man.
It's nice that it's holding this area at the moment. So yeah, 43,800 looks like a decent resistance if we were to get a move up. That's
Cool.
about it. All right, man.
All right, bro. Well, everybody, Luke from Toros Crypto, honored to have him on the stream. And we will have to have you back sometime, bro. And for now, guys, God bless you. In the name of Jesus the